Hello, this is my self-regulated learning concept map for the social cognitive theory. First, I'll start out with the definition of self-regulated learning, which is the regulation of one's own cognitive processes and setting behaviors in order to learn successfully. Now, as you can see from my concept map, I started out on the left-hand side with goal setting. Students should set specific learning goals in order to be successful. They should set their learning goals according to what they want to learn in that class or maybe even in that particular subject area. The next step would be planning. The students need to plan out a timeline and resources that identify specific tasks. So this would be, for example, a list of things that they need to do, such as if they were to complete a research paper. They would map out the specific tasks it would take for them to obtain their goal of their research paper. The next step is self-motivation. Students need to use self-efficacy strategies, such as rewarding themselves after a certain number of tasks have been accomplished. So, for example, they could make sure that they have their thesis if they're going on off of the research project example. If they finish their thesis and their introduction, then they would get a 10-minute break on Facebook or something like that. And then if they finish 2 more paragraphs, then they get another reward for themselves. That would be a nice self-motivation for themselves. The next step is attention control. In this step, students really need to focus on focusing on their attention on their project or their goal. They need to also get rid of different distractions such as the TV or the computer, the internet specifically, things that are going to distract them from attaining their goal. And then we go down onto the right hand side, and the next step is flexible use of learning strategies. In this step, students should use strategies that help them obtain their goal. So strategies that are going to further them to their goal, not set them back. The next step is self-monitoring. Students should check their progress constantly and adjust their tasks and their goals accordingly, which means they should be self-monitoring themselves, self-checking, doing self-checks. Is what their steps, what their tasks are they helping them reach their goal? That's what they should be asking themselves. And if they're not, they should adjust those tasks, should change the tasks that they're doing so that those tasks pertain to their goal. The next step is appropriate help seeking. When students are doing a research project or any type of goal, they may come to a point where they get stuck, where they can't really move on by themselves, or they have a question that they can't answer themselves. Then they should be seeking help from either the teacher or possibly group members if they're in a group, or outside sources that can help them obtain their goal. And the last step in self-regulated learning is self-evaluation. This is obviously at the end, once they have reached their goal. The students should use their self-evaluation to determine, first of all, if they reached their goal, and secondly, they should review the strategies that they used during their self-regulated learning to evaluate whether those strategies were good strategies or not necessarily bad strategies, or maybe those strategies that they used they need to alter or fix in a way that's going to help them later on in a similar situation. This is my social cognitive map. Thank you for listening.